Blood him. Blood him. There we go. Okay. Sure, we'll continue from that. All right, so we're gonna go all the way to the prologue as if this is a new game, even though we're playing a new game plus. Technically, it's fine. Okay. So, this is Bayonetta. The highest difficulty in the game is called Nonstop Infinite Climax. I can't imagine why, but Twitch is not particularly happy about Climax being in the title. So I just called it highest difficulty for the stream. But the thing with Bayonetta 1 is that you know, you might be tempted to think, okay, the game's built around witch time, right? You dodge and then time slows down and you get combo bonuses and etc. But witch time was added later to Bayonetta. The actual mechanic the game's built around is dodge offset. And to really hammer that point home, you don't have witch time outside of like the specific story scenarios where you're required to have it in Infinite Climax Difficulty. It's all you doing dodge offset.
Long since erased from the records of time, there once existed two European
So my performance here is not going to matter at all.
for the powers that be. The Umbra Witches, dwellers of the darkness, and the Lumen Sages, controllers of the light. The clans paid each other great respect, and their efforts to maintain the balance between them defended the just passage of time. Yet one day, that balance was toppled.
So I'm not, this isn't like a
The once harmless
playthrough to
and stoke the flames of hatred against each other, resulting in
I'm not trying to like
the conflict
get like all platinum ranks.
threw all of Europe into a chaotic
I haven't gotten the achievement for beating Infinite Climax Difficulty on
it was truly a gruesome war,
on PC.
despite the tremendous radiant
So that's the idea.
shining upon them. The Lumen Sages were gradually weakened by the assault of the secretive Dark Witches.
Hold on.
Years after the balance was lost, the war had ended.
I'm curious about something. I'm trying out combos now while it's easy. And I don't have to worry about consequences to failing a combo. Let's see, it was punch, punch, kick. Oh, wait, what? Punch, 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 kick, kick. Punch, 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 kick, kick. Okay, that doesn't result in a wicked weave. I thought it did.
Their victory was short-lived. Fearing the witch's dark abilities, humans began to condemn the remaining Umbra. They launched the witch hunts, rounding up the battle-weary witches with little resistance and subjugating those who wished to continue the struggle. Human faith in the miracles of their god pushed the witch hunts further, and soon the Umbra witches...
I need to also spend some time in the practice, because there's a specific combo I'm trying to pull off here. Also, the story of Bayonetta is... It's actually... Okay. As stories of games in this genre go, like, it's not bad. It's just kind of whatever. Like, When I think of action games with bad stories, I'm sorry. I think Ninja Gaiden is worse than this by quite a bit. But I do think that there are a bit much in the way of cutscenes in general in this game. So I'll try to get all the secrets, but it's going to be largely dependent on what I remember. My main goal is going to be to get through and to not die. So, I don't know. I think I can do it. So, in the transition between normal to hard and hard to infinite climax, the first thing they do is when you go from normal to hard, not only do enemies do more damage and you start to encounter like harder enemies sooner, there's no weapon upgrade system in Bayonetta, so it shouldn't be that surprising. But enemies start to do more damage, and also they start to attack a lot faster. So there are attacks that are way slower in normal that come out really quickly in hard. Like, you can still react to most of the attacks, they just come out way quicker, and you probably, if you play too much normal, you will not be ready for how fast things are on hard. However, hard to infinite climax, I think enemies still do more damage. I think there's probably more cases of enemies popping up earlier than usual. But one thing they also do then, they take away your witch time, which really does trivialize some enemies. Like, hard versus infinite climax, even if the enemies do the same amount of damage, like, some enemies really are a lot harder without that help from witch time.
Drop off the merchandise. Hey, bet you can't guess what today is.
I haven't played Bayonetta 3. I looked at the story summary for it and I was like, ew. But as long as the game shits on Enzo enough, it's probably all right.
We don't take care of him, they take care of us. And I prefer my shoes made out of rubber, not concrete. But hey, it's that kind of town. Without good-hearted souls like us to put these bastards 6 feet under, where'd society be? Of course, the pay's not bad either. Jesus, you really get into this shit, don't you? If it were me, I'd be praying he ends up barbecued. Or at least sunny side up. You can keep praying, but the only way this guy's meeting the Lord is if God's hungry for breakfast.
Egg jokes. Ah.
Speaking of hungry,
and of course, this is a Sega published game. So Eggman and the halos looking a lot like the rings from Sonic are all deliberate. Of course, they're not explicitly those things, but it's pretty clear that's what they're referencing.
I hate this damn light. I can't see a thing.
How do you even do that, by the way?
You hearing me? You can see them, can't you?
Like, I've been to a handful of cemeteries in my time. I can't think of any time where it's been... granted, I've never tried, so maybe it's a lot easier than I'm thinking. But like knocking over a gravestone like that doesn't seem very... doesn't seem like it should be particularly easy. And of course, Bayonetta, forever the game that would be really awkward to explain to someone if they walked in on you playing it and just didn't know. I'm glad it shows Enzo's perspective on it, and then you get the shift. Affinity Angels. And of course, and while she's kicking their ass, I don't know about Bayonetta 3, because it's the only one I haven't played. But I know Bayonetta 2 and Infinite Climax, they don't get rid of Witch Time. Because that game's actually built around Witch Time and Unburned Climax. So Unburned Climax isn't really a feature in this game. It kind of is, but like an analogous feature unlocks during boss fights. And there's a special item that basically gives you that power during normal gameplay. So like it's not here, but it's not like built into the combo system that's a thing you have. Yeah, I think I'm glad. So, granted, I'm not skipping the cutscene, so it's like kind of on me. But I do feel like the cutscenes are a little long, just a smidge too long.
If it ain't my good buddy Enzo, how about you get out of here? You die, and I'm gonna have to go back in that hole chasing after the money you owe me.
Do you naughty little angels deserve a good spanking?
Smash.
Beautiful.
It's all good. See, she's wearing stuff. Oh, I thought I changed that costume. Oh well. I guess I'm playing through the first level with this costume on. This is unironically, this is my preferred costume in the game. I'm just not into the other sexy costumes. They don't really do it for me.
Now, this is cheeky. Throwing me these cheap toys.
Don't worry about quality. I've got quantity.
Now, since this is a new game plus, I'm not going to have to deal with these. Oh, well, that's a little messed up.
If you're just gonna watch, I'm putting you two to work. That was your last call. No more shots from me, Bayonetta.
As long as there's music, I'll keep on dancing.
I need to get better at Beautiful Joe so I can feel comfortable playing it on stream. Because that game... Alright. Alright. Oh, I lost my combo. Oh. But I gained this. I dodged way too soon there, and I missed my dodge there. But yeah, as long as you have dodge offset, you can just keep doing these. Oh, I killed the other ones. More torture attacks. Oh yeah, I forgot that these guys were here on Infinite Climax. Ah. It's one down. Nice. All right.
I'm not dead yet! You can't take me like this! It's against regulations, I tell you!
I should probably keep this loadout on right now.
Damn it, who did that? I just bought the damn thing!
Surprise, I don't think it's going to be those angels here.
Haven't you figured it out yet? There's no quarter for you in this world.
Ah, come on. Why did it end? That's weird. Like, ended my combo. Oh. He's gonna be close to death, but not quite there after this. Oh, no, never mind. I was wrong. Only a gold on combo? With that score? What the fuck?
Rodan should be paying me for even touching these toys.
You have any idea how much this is gonna cost to fix? How the fuck do I always get wrapped up in this shit?
Engine still purrs nicely. Now, about this little thing you've been looking into for me, Enzo. Let's have a quick chat.
See? This is why I told you I was going home. I just got held up in the air by some invisible things, and you want an intelligence briefing? It never stops with you!
Indeed.
Belly aching like that, and you're liable to wake Eggman from the dead. And I don't think either of you would like that. Catch you later, Bayonetta. Something tells me you're gonna need a rush on our special project before the shit hits the fan.
Wait, Rodan. What about Eggman?
Such a popular chap. I bet they hate
So much cutscene that I should,
just need to make
you know, I shouldn't bitch about it. If I'm not gonna skip it, I shouldn't complain about it so much.
The flower bed can't fix. Fill her up.
You heard the man. Finish up in 5 minutes or you're walking home to your cake and candles.
What? Don't you leave me here!
Ooh, what is the button there? Is it select? I'll figure it out.
That day, I'm screwed. It's gonna take every cent I earned on this charade to
I
pay
mean-
for the damage.
Don't throw it away.
If I could see them bastards that did this to my car, forget about it.
Enzo, the road. Pay attention.
How can you be so calm? You're still getting screwed in all this too. Of all the low-life scum in too deep in this town, I've never seen one get wrapped up in a fight with God's messengers. Dressed like a nun too.
I don't think the car should be falling apart this badly from Bayonetta landing on it. Unless the implication is the angels did bang it up a little bit too, but
The little outfits. The toys are nice too.
20 years ago, you woke up stuck in a casket at the bottom of a lake. All you can remember,
exposition.
but now you're stuck because you gotta sacrifice our halo-wearing friends.
Geez, it's sure convenient of you to be explaining all of this to me, Enzo, even though I know all of this.
I got screwed, but being forced to slap around the divine for a living, that's really getting screwed.
If I needed a biographer,
Okay, I said the story is not bad, that doesn't mean the writing's not a little clunky.
I see to the funeral. You get me the information I asked for. That was our deal.
Actually kind of works, that scene kind of works a bit, other than the lollipop clipping through the bottom of her,
At least let me get a
or
drink
her,
on the road
not
down
veil,
before you
but
start
through the
drinking.
fabric.
The info I got is good. It's gonna get you close to finding the other stone in the pair and figuring out some of that lost past of yours. I swear.
Why does this make the controller vibrate?
After jewels instead of cash, just like a girl. Jesus, can't you take a joke?
Enzo, someone's given you a present. Too bad. I can't stand bugs.
Luca's little gift to Enzo. And we're almost done here before I get to control again.
Huh? What the fuck?
Indeed. I'll be sure. So I am going to put this series on this as like a series on YouTube. I'll be sure to include timestamps if people want to skip the cutscenes, but maybe you don't, for whatever reason. All right, we're almost in control again here. Gravity doesn't work that way. All right. Hardest boss fight.
You?
Although I don't know.
To Bayonetta.
I imagine several of them are going to be a lot harder without Witch Time.
Soft.
There we go. All right, that's 1. Gotta get 3. Damn it. Maybe I should be taunting more. Dodging more, taunting more. That's probably the actual sane way to do this. Also, I like how they just give up on the pretension of this being slow-mo. Damn it. Holy shit, that did so much damage! What the fuck? Quarter of a full health bar gone immediately. What? Where the fuck did my magic go? Okay, that's 2. I should just spam... I really need to just spam taunt and dodge when they come at me. That would be way quicker than trying to actually damage them. There we go. And that should be it. Unless the rules for the last one are just different arbitrarily. They were. So the first 2 you don't have to get a kill, the last one you do. That's really dumb. Well, at least getting the kills guaranteed me the combo score I needed. Yeah. Yeah, Bayonetta, I don't think your gun's gonna do the job there. Oh man, even in these regular scenes is clipping like that with her hair? That's unfortunate. But yeah, Grace and Glory are... like, the first time you play Bayonetta, Grace and Glory will kill you. So... they're rather infamous, but... on Infinite Climax, they're not actually the worst enemy. Even if every fight with them is the same as Gracious and Glorious, who are the normal mode equivalents who you can't get witch time against. Not so bad to hit them with the Onyx Roses. And Kilgore also works pretty well. Especially if you use dodge offset.
You don't say.
It's getting harder and harder to tell the worlds apart. Human world. Inferno. Paradiso. Who can tell the difference?
Even harder with Purgatorio in the middle.
Indeed.
Fight long enough in there and you'll really lose sight. Why the sudden interest in metaphysics?
It's a balance, right? Even if some of them like messing around with the humans, we've all got a stake in the status quo. But people keep fucking around like this, the Book of Revelations is gonna look like Mother Goose. Heaven and hell are gonna go straight for each other's throats.
My controller vibrates when his eyes are glowing like that.
Heaven and hell can tear each other to pieces for all I care. I've got my own problems to worry about.
Something's up. Everything was a bit too brazen, and Enzo's tip makes the timing too perfect. This reeks of a setup. Someone in one of those lost memories calling you out. Present for you. These babies are special. Built from an alloy the devil himself would kill to get his hands on. Don't break these, because they're one of a kind.
Scarborough Fair. Oh, I didn't get the second line on them. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. One of the most unnecessary scenes of all time, but it's also it's also funny and absurd and over the top, so who cares? Huh. I'm surprised the drink glass was that a problem with the cutscene loading? Interesting.
Pounding them down tonight, baby. Not to butt into your affairs, but I'm pretty sure you got somewhere better to be. The guys you're up against aren't the type to wait for you to finish a round. Enzo, her drinks are going on your tab, buddy.
How kind.
Deadbeat motherfucker.
All right, that's the prologue. So that's a 2 golds and a death, so that's a silver. I have played this before on Infinite Climax. I've played like the first few chapters in Infinite Climax before. I have lost my internet connection. Okay, I'm gonna cancel that. And between each level, you get an angel attack. I'm not gonna use my I'm not gonna use the I'm not going to use the mouse for this, because that would be super easy. It's still not hard, though. A little stiff, though. Okay. I have a ton of halos. Alright, I'm not happy with the game, or with my internet right now. So, let me save that. I'll be right back. Okay. Does not appear to have fixed the issue, but I don't know if there's anything I can do other than complain to my ISP. All right. Well, I guess I'm just going to continue on as if everything is fine. And sometimes this sorts itself out, sometimes it doesn't. Okay. Angel's Metropolis.
So, I asked around, and some whale in Europe is trying to fence a huge rock on the black market. He calls it the right eye, saying it's part of some set called the Eyes of the World. Fits the bill of what you're after, don't it? Now, here's the funny bit. The stone passes around the halls of power for hundreds of years, vanishes, and then the black market goes white hot for the thing. But the seller wanted an arm and a leg for it, to the point no one could stomach the price. So back goes the stone. But not before everyone figures out where the guy is. You're gonna enjoy doing this one, I bet. I love sticking it to the rich. Of course, when you do, don't forget your old buddy Enzo stuck his neck out on this one. Slide me a few fuzzoles out of the rich guy's pocket for my troubles, right?
Oh, this is telling you
You better get going before
the rough area where you'll find where Vigrid is.
Paradise of Europe. Vigrid.
So, vaguely France. Maybe Spain. It'd be in Spain.
Entry visas are required of all travelers. Please submit your Vigrid-issued entry visa for inspection upon disembarking. Please make sure you take all your valuable belongings with you.
Man, it's been a while since I watched this. I forgot to change the costume. I'll try to remember to do that between chapters next time. Ah, yes. The title drop. Very much Maximilian Pegasus type voice.
So, this is supposed to be paradise?
Okay. Well, so this is the train area. I want to get the crows for the Umbran Tears of Blood, so I'm going to be working on that. So there we go. There's one crow. What? Game refused to give it to me. There we go. All right, you know what? I gotta fix this before it becomes a problem. So I've lost my internet connection apparently. Okay, is it fixed? I hope it's fixed. So OBS froze with no internet connection, and then And then my computer was saying it still had internet. And I was like, oh. So, yeah, so I just reset my computer.
Around in some whale.
We already saw this. Okay. While this is on my mind, let me check something real quick. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Games. Bayonetta. Don't care about any of that stuff. I'm after... Let's see. Just locations I should already have. Umber and Tears of Blood locations. Okay. That's what I was after. Right. So, this game has secrets to find. That's part of why I like it, honestly, is because there are secrets to find in the levels. God damn it. It happened again. There we are. So if you destroy all of the benches, the train will take off, and then when you ride it into there, I think you get a moon pearl or something normally for it. I'll destroy those last. In this case, though, you just get stuff. So I'll go ahead and go around and destroy all the benches. I need to get in the habit of restarting my computer more whenever there's a, whenever I'm about to start streaming, I guess, because, like, I had no issues all day using my computer, and then that happened. Oh, it's only the ones up top, not all of them. Okay. Well, still. And there we go. I got money. Or, I got a bullet, which I can then turn into money. I'll probably refuse to play the angel attack stuff later. Alright. So with that... Alright. So the first fight here is going to be against some joys. I have a feeling it's going to be a massive pain in the butt. But let's find out. Unless I do this. Probably the naughtiest torture attack in the game. And then I just finish her off with the key. Because the key is like a sword. And there we go. Easy pure platinum. One thing I am not so sure about. I don't need the heal yet, so you can just completely skip this puzzle once you have the panther within, but I'm not doing that today. Good. I really liked the part where I was able to see that coming. All right, one down, or one left to go. And there we go. Damn. I got hit twice, that's right. So you lose a value of metal for damage every time you get hit, basically. I'm generally pretty good about consistently hitting platinum and gold for the combo scores. And it kind of follows, if you keep your combo up, you're probably going to keep your time up. Right, I think this doesn't activate. Yeah, that doesn't activate until you get the door going. Okay. So once you go up, I don't think you can come back down. But once you do this, it activates this over here, this Alfheim portal. This is the first Alfheim portal of the game, and I don't know why. I didn't even know Alfheim portals existed in the game the first time I played it until like chapter 3 or something like that, because like almost none of them are along the main path. So I'm gonna keep trying at this until I get it. Damn it. All right. If you holy shit. Yeah, if you taunt, it puts a pause on the timer for your stuff to disappear. I really need another enemy to attack, please. Alright. The priority here is going to be to take out this guy. I don't know if it's gracious or glorious. I never know which one is which. Grace and glory are a package deal, unfortunately. But, fortunately, this guy kind of stays off on his own, so I can't accidentally torture attack the wrong one. Good. All right, we'll just do this. And it's also also builds up my magic for doing torture attacks. Damn it. It's a little trickier to time attacks, or time the gunshot bonus damage when you're using the Onyx Roses than it is with Scarborough Fair. Damn it. Ah. Almost got it first try. Big chunk of damage. Ooh. Oh, god damn it, I was looking at the wrong angel. I'm gonna lose this one. Basically, you've got time for one combo whenever you do this. What? All right, that's one more down. Huh? How did I avoid damage there? Or did I avoid damage? Ah, pressed it too soon. Let's go. Oh, damn. All right, that's one. I'm gonna need to do this at least one more time, plus maybe a combo. Or just a combo after this, actually. Woo! Nice. Nice. Ha ha ha. This combo does a lot of damage. Damn. That should be one down. Woo! Good finish. Really strong finish there. You start knocking them away and then you catch them in the oh yeah. Start knocking them away and then you catch them in the torture attack before they can fly away. That's a lot of damage in one combo. Okay. I need to taunt more because I have the item equipped that causes my attacks to, or causes taunts to heal me. Although, at least the first few fights here haven't actually been that bad. So this is how you're supposed to get across if you don't have Panther Within yet. Because this is a New Game Plus playthrough, I can just jump across with Panther Within now. Alright. Just checking where the crow is. In general, you can destroy things in the environment. They give you ingredients for making items, which fortunately and unfortunately, the game penalizes you for using items by taking away from your score at the end of the level. But, oh well. And the introduction to the Rodan portals for the stores midway through the chapters.
I knew it. This town's teeming with heaven's little helpers. It's making my buddies downstairs awfully nervous.
And your point is?
Some places in this world are closer to Paradiso or Inferno. The rat hole of a town you and I live in is close to both. But the Vigridians, they got a special air about them. They're closer to Paradiso than anyone should ever be. And that shit just plain creeps me out.
I'm sure it does, Demon Boy.
I guess I'm gonna have to set up shop here and score me some halos. These stupid rings are worth a fortune back home. Since it seems you're spoiling for a fight, if you come across any of these, bring them to me, and I'll hook you up.
Another one looking to line his pockets. I'm beginning to see why Enzo is so fond of you.
Real cute.
Oh yeah, this is probably the cringiest writing in this game here.
I'm only here to watch my handiwork in action, so don't get any bright ideas about coming to me for help.
No, you get one thing straight. I'm not the slightest bit interested in the fact that you made these guns. If you get in my way, I will... How do the Americans put it? Oh yes, bust a cap in yo ass.
Ugh.
Right on.
Gross.
Right on.
At least he rolls with it, but gross. I'm sure Helena Taylor did her best with what she had. Okay. Oop, I'll take that. So... Sure, I'll grab the bullet. Just a little bit of extra money in the end. So there's gonna be a crow around here. I need to keep an eye out for it. I don't remember if it's on... Ah, see it. There it is. I can... Really? Skittish guy. Alright, let's try that again. Ooh, being tricky for me. How am I so bad at this? Okay, in fairness, I pressed X the moment I was able to react to the prompt, and it wasn't good enough. Okay, how far do I need to be before the crow comes back? Okay, I was overthinking that. It was just reacting, I guess, to the pots exploding. There we are. I'll take that. I think there was... Nah, there's nothing else here. Okay, let's get the next fight going. It's a fun one. Applaud. Please clap. Okay. Oh, come on. All right, let's use these for a bit. Ooh, yes, I want this. I'll take your weapon. Thank you. Crap. Almost lost the combo there. Ooh. All right. I'm pretty happy with how that went overall. Feel like I'm doing a good job of balancing time and I'm balancing time pretty well with damage. All right. Very good. Was that a pure platinum? If it's not a pure platinum, it's because of the combo or the time. So I don't think I took any damage there. Very good. No complaints from me about that fight. Oh yeah. That's a sexy pure platinum. I should also swap to these because I got another Grace and Glory fight deal with over here. All right, next fight. Thanks, game. Really appreciate that. I don't like it when they intentionally get away from my camera. I should be using the lock-on feature a bit more, in fairness. Alright, that's one down. It is nice on Grace and Glory to just be able to delete one instantly if you have the torture attacks for it. There we go. Not happy about my about taking damage, but you know, they did kind of go around and teleport out of my view. Am I able to get more of the butterflies? Hey! Butterflies are basically free. It's free magic, so it's a free torture attack, basically. Which, or at least builds up to a free torture attack if you go hard enough with it. So that's good. Alright, we're almost to the end here. Excellent. Alright, we got a fight here. And it's over in a flash. So you can either use the axe from the big guy, whose name I'm already forgetting because I didn't read his name. Or you can use the thing you get from the Grace and Glory fight there. But either way, it gives you enough combo score to just finish it. Okay. No crow here, so we're on to the next section. The past segment, where you have the old guns.
What are you doing? Let's go.
This is pretty easy. You just spam punch, kick, punch, honestly. Nice. Alright, if it doesn't give me a pure platinum for that and says I took damage, that would mean the fireball hit me out of the cut, when the cutscene activated or something. Which would be not okay. I remember taking so long to do that the first time through, because I just completely forgot about holding down the button to keep shooting. Oh yeah. I think, unless I just completely fuck up this next fight, I think we got ourselves a pure platinum here. Okay. There we are. Alright, I suspect I'm going to get hit during this portion because I am actually pretty bad at dodging. There we go. There we go. That took a little longer than it probably should have. In fact, I probably shouldn't. I think my other loadout actually would have done more damage to him there. Scarborough Fair and Durga. Excellent. Smash. Excellent. Oh, he made me work for that pure platinum, god damn it. Oh, this is an easy platinum. Easy platinum. Hell yeah.
I should have been a pole dancer.
So let's see, what fight would that have been? Ah, yes, the joys. I got platinum on it last time too. Oh well. Ooh, angel attack! So, yeah, I have a lot of bullets. I'm just gonna turn them into money because I don't want to play angel attack. But I could turn them into a lot more money if I did play angel attack. Okay. So that was chapter 1. Pretty good, good for finding out how the game works if you explore it a lot. Very bad at a first playthrough, I think, because like you can miss a lot of the fights in it just from not backtracking a little bit each time. Because there were what? There were literally 2 fights that you can only get by backtracking. So, yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and hit the save. And we'll start chapter 2, which starts with the Jean fight. Oh. That's right. I wanted to do this. Alright. That should save that this time. I'll play with the regular costume. I don't think I'm gonna have anything to buy in the Gates of Hell.
You here for business or pleasure? Either way, I'll hook you up.
I'm only noticing now that you can actually see his eyes under his glasses. And it's like not particularly subtle. I really don't know how to feel about that. No need for a red hot shot. And I think everything else is going to involve beating Infinite Climax, so... Okay. Let's start. Also, that's a good confirmation that I am in my regular costume now. I'm so used to skipping the cutscene and just being immediately in the Jean fight in the past. Yeah, this fight... I'm not going to say it makes or breaks the chapter, but it is definitely the hardest part of the chapter. And it's actually... thinking about it, probably a pretty... I think this is a pretty difficult chapter. No, I'm mixing it up with the next chapter. This chapter is not so bad.
Fancy bumping into you here. Out to find some answers about your past, are we? You've quite the familiar face, and using the same powers. But you'll have to forgive me. Do we know each other? Same powers? Don't make me laugh.
I might play the next chapter with the dark costume.
You're a bit rusty. I've been
John's
hiding
costume's
for
alright.
20 years now. The only rust on me is from the lack of any real challenge. Perhaps you're up for the task. You've already disappointed me.
Absurd. Ludicrous.
This is
Crazy
the thing
even.
I've long desired. But you've forgotten your destiny and wasted the past 20 years. You're right. I do seem to be having trouble remembering things of late. Would you be so kind as to take it from the top? Two overseers
If only it were that easy.
of the world. They
Yeah.
are the power behind everything.
I feel like chapter 1 I feel like made up for how much cutscene there was in the prologue. Chapter 2 is just like, okay, by the way, we have a lot of cutscenes to go through.
For you to prove your right to fight under the Umbra name, you may select opponents of your choice.
Man, they really did make the presentation work a lot better in the second game. This like film script presentation. It's done better there.
The other god, the child is of impure blood. Challenging her would be a violation of our tenets of faith.
It would not be the first time we faced each other.
Shard?
Will you face me in this hallowed arena?
Well, if I must. But I pray you've got a little something for me in return. You know, I'm very fond of stuffed animals.
Okay, here we go. I forget what left trigger does suddenly. Ah, shit. Oh, come on, the double. Yeah, she's just kicking my ass here. Ah. Not quite what I meant to do. Oh, come on. That was a little cheat game. Ah. Man, that slide move is so annoying. Oh my god. I saw it and reacted to it. It just wasn't fast enough. Wait, no way. What a shitty Jean fight. That was a really bad fight. I mean, according to the score, as long as I don't get hit, it'd actually be a pretty good fight, but I'm gonna have to resort to some healing tactics. I should probably also try some of the other weapons for... this is probably not a good choice. Ooh. Deer and decorations. Dodge immediately. Whoa, hold on. When did you get here? I try to avoid just mashing the inputs, but there we go. Yeah, that took me too long. That's surprising. It's very rare that I end up getting anything less than a gold medal for time. Let's see. One of these is going to have a bullet in it. Did I already get it? I bet it's this one. No, not that one. Huh. Well, one of them has like a heart piece or something in it normally. Not all of the like moon pearls and heart pieces were replaced with bullets in the game, so. All right. Oh man. The graphical change. Okay, before I head off, let me check something real quick. Okay. Got it, got it, got it. Okay. And we're about to have our introduction to Luca. So that's gonna be a thing. Luca's okay. He's fun comic relief. Game doesn't shit on him as much as it does Enzo, and I'm not sure if that's a problem or not. Okay, hold on. There's that. There's that. All right. And off we go, because that's the alleyway for the cutscene. I dig the Assassin's Creed spoof. I don't remember when Assassin's Creed 2 came out. Because I think Bayonetta came out in 2009? Assassin's Creed 1 came out in like 2006, 2007, somewhere around there. Maybe Assassin's Creed 2 came out by then.
Fate brought us here together, and it will never tear us apart.
Well, that's a little extreme. Of course, gotta have the obligatory F-bomb in the cutscene.
Sayonara. Fleur de ciré eau de parfum. Such a wonderful floral bouquet. With its subtle hints of rosemary. You know, in the language of flowers, rosemary equates to remembrance. Which doesn't quite equate to you, now does it? Bayonetta. Will you stop that?
That little Bayonetta was a nice touch. Seeing you here, I suppose it wasn't the only one. You've certainly bloomed, haven't you, my little Cheshire puss?
I'm not your pet. The name is Luca. A name you'd better remember. Ah! Damn it! Wait! You can't just run away from me like that! I know what I saw that day!
You know what I dislike immensely is the sheer, like, I hate things like this where it's a misunderstanding that could be cleared up in a conversation. Granted, he probably wouldn't believe her, but like, I don't know, shit like this where it's like, oh, well, it wasn't her that did this to this guy. Like, if you're watching, you as the person watching can probably figure out what actually happened pretty quickly.
Amongst other things. But I know they're real. I know the truth. This smell. It's the same smell that clung to the air the day my father was murdered.
And then there's the confirmation of it.
Which means I'm right on your doorstep, Bayonetta.
I'll let you in on a little secret, Cheshire.
The name is Luke.
You need to hone your sense of smell, my dear. There's no rosemary in the perfume. After all, rosemary's a demon repellent.
All right, here we go. All right, we're gonna do that. And this. What? Oh, didn't mean to do that, but sure. I like your weapon, so thank you. Oh, that was so fast. I definitely was doing a dodge input there. That was not my best fight. I think I only got caught out like twice, and I have like half of one of my 2 health bars remaining.
You only run away so fast because you've got something to run from. Me. But you can't escape me forever.
Okay. Yeah, I have a feeling like if I hadn't gotten hit also, because I think getting hit ruins your combo. So that definitely didn't help things. Okay. Aha! Wow, that is really sneakily hidden. Right then, I don't remember if there's an Alfheim. I think there is an Alfheim that opens there, but I haven't met the conditions for it yet. The number of times I've gotten hit by that subway coming out, because there's an invisible wall here until that subway passes. And the subway has an active hitbox while it's going on. So... Alright. And I need to remember to dodge, because this enemy is an asshole. Enchant! Oh, come on. I thought he was close enough to get hit by that. Ugh. Gross. Not happy with that fight. I mean, I guess it could be worse too, though. Alright. Next Alfheim. Whoa, hold on. Alright, what absurd challenge do we have waiting for us here? Limited kicks and punches. Okay, perfect then. Ooh. Yeah, this is hard. Let's try these, because the Durga explosion I think is actually about as powerful as the Damn. Really? That surprises me. Another platinum. My chances of getting a platinum on the chapter are not completely squashed yet. All right. Not here. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure there is another Alfheim portal that opens up here. I'm just trying to remember what triggers it spawning. Because like that trash can being destroyed, for example, actually triggers one later on in I think the next chapter. Okay. Now up here. Oh, come on, game. There we are. You must jump up the archway where the Alfheim is. The crow will be at the corner of the left hand. Okay. So once I'm done here, I can grab a crow. Defeat all the angels before time expires. Hell yeah! Oh, I want that. Yes, please. And thank you. Okay, we lost it here. Yeah, I had a feeling. Man. I'm pretty sure that's the last wave, though. So I'm pretty good with this combination for this group of enemies. Because Kilgore is, like, fantastic for this. Would you stop dropping my inputs, please? Yeah, we're not doing this here. Ah. New to Bayo? Ojibushi? Not at all. I've played the game since the year it came out, off and on. I'm just not used to playing on the highest difficulty. I'm using dodge offset all the time, so that should probably be the clue that I'm not... I literally could not see that to actually react to it, but okay, game. Pure platinuming non-stop infinite climax sounds really difficult. Single segment or save scumming? Not to make it like no shade, because that shit's hard. So Not really what I wanted to do here. Oh, yes. Damn it! Boulder in the boss fight? Boulder in final boss fight? Ooh, good luck with that. Yeah, I've gotten all platinum trophy, or all platinum trophies on normal. Not really interested in doing it on any other difficulty, if I'm honest. Like, what? You weren't even glowing red! I hate these things so much. Oh, it just dropped it. My dodge offset. Woo. Ooh. Is he dead from this? Yes. Cool. Oh god, not cool. This guy should be... Of course, these guys are still here. Woo, this is hard. Physics. I am getting a degree in physics. My degree is going to say physics, but it's in a biophysics field. Ooh. Feeling pretty good about this run. Ooh. Schrodinger equations? I mean, they're just differential equations. Is he dead from this? Yes. Woo! Not the one I was going for, but that works too. My hitless! Okay. Woo! Oh yeah, we're good. Ugh. All right. Yeah, sorry I haven't been paying attention to your chats. I've been kind of struggling. I feel like this is the correct difficulty for me to be playing on, but it is definitely a struggle, and I have to focus pretty hard. Gaussian integrals on? Sometimes. I mean, honestly, we don't... unless you do, like... It's not that common for you to work directly with the Schrodinger equation. Okay, there's a crow around here somewhere. At least I think there is. Let me check something. Let me check this. Archway. The crow will be at the corner of the left-hand building. Ah. Freaking crows, man. Semester I took modern physics. Yeah. Once you're past classes though, you don't, like, it depends on your field, obviously. I know one person who was doing, I think they were doing molecular dynamics, and they had to the way that the program was solving the Schrodinger equation wasn't right, and they had to fix it. It's like numerical methods on top of the Schrodinger equation. How lovely. Yeah. No, it's the research and classes are very different things. I excel at classes. I struggle a bit with research, if I'm honest, but electrical engineering. Yeah, I imagine most of what you deal with are like the very like, maybe you need to remember your circuit's basics without having to necessarily calculate anything. You might have to have a rough idea, like, okay, if I do this here, it'll increase the inductance, or the I'm forgetting my electrical terms already. It's pretty bad. I hate these enemies so much. Okay. Okay. Oh. I should swap back to Scarborough Fair and Durga. Nice. Oh, no, not nice. Game, calm down a bit. Yeah, that was nasty. The camera did me dirty there. I don't tend to remember my lessons for Devil May Cry either, though. Like, my index finger tends to be not doing very much of the lock-on work like it should be. But the problem is I also play a lot of Ninja Gaiden, which doesn't have lock-on as a mechanic at all. So... well, like, it's not... okay, that's not true. It's in the background, but, like, it's automated. This is muy no bueno. I don't remember if this is going to be open now or not. I don't have faith in my ability to survive a joy. Joys are... why are things just falling through the floor? Okay. Where is it back here? Or has it spawned back here yet? Yes, it has. Stupidest Alfheim in the game. No, actually, honestly, the stupidest one is the one with where you have to play as Jean at the end of it. But I wonder if any taunting I do here will heal me. Oh, I guess I'm gonna find out. Ooh. I'm just gonna do this. Oh, I couldn't see it. Your turn. Okay. Keep my distance. Ooh! That's bullshit. That one was actually bullshit. You know what? I'm gonna just cheese this and build up my meter. Cheese tactics. This way I can just do the last few torture attacks. I also should probably not be doing that because I'm probably not going to succeed this round anyway. Nice. Shit. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna do the what's it called? I'm not gonna just taunt one enemy like that again. Oh, it looked like it did heal me though. Just keep on healing. I wasn't looking at him. One down. I think you can it's 5 times in a row that you can dodge, so 1, 2. Okay. It's their slowest attack. Jeez. Your turn. Okay. Your turn. Ooh, cut that close. One more time. That's right, get mad at me. Alright, next round. Wait, is it? Okay. Wow. Okay. I'll give this one more try. I'll probably try to cool it a bit on the on this tactic though after this. Nice. Woo! Your turn. Yeah, please stop trying to go around me like this. It's making me very uncomfortable. Woo! How did I avoid that? One. Your turn. Okay. Perfect. What? I think that was another case of because I dodged backwards, I kind of dodged into the hitbox. Whoa, that's so fast! Ooh, there goes this guy. Alright, and that should be it for torture attacks, so I can just focus on getting through the gauntlets now. Okay. One more try, and then if I don't actually get this, I'm just gonna... There we go. Try to do a little bit more of a mix of the two tactics. Okay. Not quite. Ooh, that got close. Okay, I'll take that. Oh shit. Ooh, cutting that super close. Oh, definitely want this. And I need to get the fuck out of here as soon as I'm done. I want this. Ooh, man. I think I got this one this time. I might get a... I think time's gonna be the decider. Yeah, time. It's gonna be on time. Whether I get the pure platinum here or not. I'm surprised I got it that time. Holy shit. Oh! You know, that actually does make some sense. I would have thought it would be on time, not combo, because that combo score was huge, but not huge enough. Hey, I got all my health back. Probably want this for the joy fight. All right. This is so wrong. I could also just torture attack it to death. Tempting. Nice. I'm not going to get a good combo score on that one. Good time and damage scores, though. Oh, I was wrong. Sometimes I am happy to be wrong. And then, I think that's it. So, let's have a chat with Fortitudo.
Who's there?
Let's see. Also a little contradictory. She was able to like flick Luca when she was in Purgatoria before, and then little her just ran past her, or ran through her rather.
What are you doing running around Vigrid? You're certainly not dressed in your Sunday best.
Yeah, this game's a lot longer if you are specifically trying to do all the fights, that's for sure. Alright, here we are. Ah, shit. I think this will be the first time in forever that I haven't gotten pure platinum on this. That's a shame. I think it's going to be a toss-up between a platinum or a gold on this chapter. If it's a gold, it's going to be because of that, and I think one other. I think it should average out to being a platinum, but we'll see. Oh, no, never mind. No, this is going to be a gold. Oh!
I should have been a pole dancer.
Huh. I guess a pure platinum and a gold average out to a platinum. So I guess if you think about it that way, if you replace the pure platinum with, if you replace the pure platinum and a gold with 2 platinums, that's 6 platinums to 4 golds. Just. Wow. That's surprising. I am actually really surprised at how well I'm handling this difficulty. All right, chapter 3. I want to make sure that I have the Durga on for the beginning because the ground will be on fire. Them speaking Nokian.
Awfully ugly witch, wouldn't I? Yours is a face only a mother could love, and one I could never forget. If only I could remember where from.
The angels are quite horrific in this game. Which, you know, there's a reason biblically accurate angels are a trope.
No quarrel? You're in no position to decide that. See, my infernal partners love my ability to eliminate your kind. I figure your sacrifice would shut them up for a while.
There's a surprising amount of volcanic activity in this area. All right. I'm getting a phone call at a terrible time. Hang on. Whew. The wife is a calling. I think I can just do this for the last two. I think it's just the last two, or just these two left. And there we are. I was wrong. It's fine. Vroom. Hey, there we are. This one I do remember, because it makes no goddamn sense. You destroy the trash can, and then there's an Alfheim in it. Alright. I don't remember what this one is. Stay in the air. Excuse me. Bullshitra. And I'll do these on my feet. Huh? I can't jump off of them. That's a shame. To heaven! Alright. Probably not gonna have a good combo score on that one. Oh no, it was time that I got wrong there. Huh. Wouldn't have called it. And now I have a chainsaw and full magic. Okay. I need to swap this back. Okay. And let me just check where the crows are. Verse 2, if you do the flaming affinities, there will be an area that has lava and a destroyed car. Double jump over the lava and land onto the small safe area. They're relatively close to the pool of lava. Wait. Oh, that's a normal. Why did it go back to normal in that one? Ah. I'm gonna be in Paradiso before, Yeah, that's quite a ways away. And probably is not that far, but... This, I, like, never... Hey! I found the trick. I think that's the first time I've ever gotten a pure platinum on that particular verse. Ah, yes. These guys are also quite annoying. Fairness. We can always play this game again. That's what we call fumbling it at the end. Wow. Okay. There's nothing for me over that way. Alright, over this way we go. Now there is an Alfheim over here, I know. Alright. Whoa, hold on. There we go. What do we have? Use angel arms. Man, what a good one. Am I gonna be able to get this? I'm surprised I was able to get it. Your turn. This is by far the best one. Kind of silly how, like, not close it is. I have no idea if that's gonna end up being a pure platinum or not. Because I could see the combo being like, why didn't you just keep the combo going? Oh, nope, never mind. Alright. So far, so good. Man, if I was going for a pure platinum run and I got hit by one of the falling meteors, I would be so pissed. Alright, wait for that to clear. There we are. And one more cutscene. Gotta have the Beautiful Joe reference. Okay. So these guys. Ooh, cut that close. I almost accidentally did the Kilgore glitch. I would have been very sad if I had accidentally done the Kilgore glitch. I don't think there's another group of enemies. Nope, doesn't appear to be. Alright, I think that's it for this verse. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell no. Alright. How about two of them? I responded in time. Fuck you, game. Yeah, for some reason the game's not responding to my inputs the way I'm expecting it to. Crap. Oh, I got lucky there. Ooh. Yeah, I guess I'm not surprised by that. I should have been using, Should have been using Durga the whole time. All right, here we go. So let's see, I'm expecting a crow in Paradiso. To the right of the lever. Alright, okay, it's gonna be behind all that stuff. Wait. Okay. And then at the final stairway area. Got it. Ah, shit. Oh, actually, hang on. I'm going to adjust my loadout a little bit for this specific fight. I want... Fire Durga. There we are. A little bit of grace and glory action. Hitbox, excuse you? Damn. First death since the prologue. It would be to grace and glory. Well, rip platinum. Oh shit, it just completely reloaded. Okay, game. What? Ugh. That fight's gross. I don't like that Grace and Glory fight at all. Insofar as anyone can ever like a Grace and Glory fight, that one in particular sucks. Oh, speaking of fights that suck. Yeah, I think I'll keep the Durga out for this one. I cannot see the fucking enemy. Well, that was terrible. Okay. So the Alfheim here, I think, is the first one I ever actually found whenever I first played Bayonetta. Alright, let's see what we got here. Hopefully something I can taunt in a lot. What do we have? Defeat all enemies before time expires. Oh, no, you don't. Fucking hell. Grace and glory, why? All right. Damn. Yeah. I'll get the hang of it eventually here. I'll try this one. If I don't make it this time, I'll give it a try. Another try with Durga. Oh, fuck off. Okay. That's rough. Let's try the Durga. I might need to try Onyx Roses with Durga. Nice. He was just swinging wildly. Ah, so close. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Them swinging their feet like that shouldn't hurt you the same way as it does in later in with the big guys. Nope. All right, let's go back to this. That's bullshit. That should not have hit me. All right. I love how you can, I'm showing my inputs, so you can definitely see it whenever I, like, very narrowly mistime a dodge. Take advantage of the free damage while you can. Can y'all back off? I'm actually going to blame the camera on that one. That's really frustrating. Get through Racing Glory just fine. You know what? Fuck it. Kill me. I'm gonna give this one more try and then just nope out if I can't get it this time. Oh, come on! I don't think I'm gonna make this one. Yeah. No. No. I'm good. That's hard. That's hard as fuck. Jeez. All right. Let's get the crow. I should have waited on that. Yeah, let's reset this. So let's see. There's the crow. Really? Game? That is so cruel. Okay. Now let's get this and get out of here. So, yeah, I threw in the towel with that Alfheim. It would probably take me way too long to finish that one normally. I feel like I would be a lot better at the game by the time I was done with it, though. That's a rough challenge. Okay. Gonna use it here, and then I'm gonna head over to the other Alfheim, and hopefully that one's a little better. I wish the Alfheims were a little more consistent in difficulty, but whatever. Okay. Let's try this one. What is it? Use Wicked Weaves! Alright, just kill me so I can reset this, please. Thank you. Let's get the sword out. And big horizontal slices will be nice. Please. Oh, there's 3 of them. Oh, I can't, that's great. I can't dodge them if they block my attack. That's so fast. Okay. Unfortunately, the sword's really hard to get dodge offset with. Thanks, game. I'm pretty sure I was literally in the middle of a dodge. Ah, there we go. He literally disappeared from my sight. Man, that one's not easy.
I've got a fever, and the only cure is...
Let's see. I need to... Let's see, where are they? Scarborough Fair. I can't tell if I got hit or not. I will do this until you die. Okay, game. Sure. Why not? The QuickTime events. I'm glad they cooled it with those in the sequel. Okay. Next. Okay. Well, that was, I wasn't expecting the game to end so suddenly. Or the chapter to be ending so suddenly. Let's see. Where's that crow? Oh, that was it. Cool. And with that, we're out of here. So I should only be missing one fight. Unless an Alfheim portal appears at the bottom of that vertical shaft after you step on there, but I don't think that's the case. Yeah, okay. I'm thinking silver. Yeah. Would have been gold if I didn't die, but then Grace and Glory happened, so. And I got all those bullets just to do this. So with that, I'm gonna finish this off, this section, or this session off with Fortitudo. All right. Doesn't give any fucks, just sees a giant angel to kill. It took me a very annoyingly long time to realize that the upside down face was his face and that the dragons weren't his face.
I'm sure you'll be more than hospitable to me this time around. I'm sorry.
I think there's a chance they're actually talking about Jean and not Bayonetta there.
You're much too ugly not to put out of your misery. Flock off, featherface.
And that was a DMC reference. Oh shit. I forgot how fast that was. That's right. Judo flip. Okay. Not my best Fortitudo fight for sure. I should do that. And there we are. Part 1 of Phase 1. I think this game has too much button mashing. Yeah, no, we're not doing this nonsense. The only problem with fighting him up here is you have to have really good reflexes, because his grab attack is super fucking fast. There we are. Oh wow, that time already, huh? Oh, no it is not. Oh, come on. You get to suplex him a lot more if you stay down. Alright, he's done. Last phase. Alright, more button mashing. Oof. Here we go. Only 27. Can you tell I'm getting tired of button mashing? It's like 15 less presses than last time. And there we go. Last phase. Oh, I didn't think we'd trade there. I really thought I... What? I got robbed. I was robbed. Alright. We're doing much better on this part, at least. And here we go. Boo to getting a death, though. So it's going to be a stone on damage. I wouldn't be surprised if I get a platinum on time, and I have no idea when I'm going to get on combo. At least I'm done button mashing. And there it is.
So ugly when you're screaming.
I mean,
Told? Explain your
she's a summoner. Nom. Alright. What did I get? A gold. So I got a silver overall. Oh, it was a copper on damage. I'm surprised I got platinums on combo in time, though. Which means if I had avoided being hit, that would have been a pure platinum, which... Boo. Alright. Why not? I'll play Angel Attack. This track means that we're at the end of the stream. I will be continuing with Bayonetta next week. I'll probably do it in... I'll probably stream it in chunks between the major bosses. And we'll see. I feel like I played better than I expected to. I still had a few disappointments, but you basically get 4-shot on, or I guess technically 5-shot on this difficulty. Oh, Lost Holy Grounds. That's a good chapter. So, yeah. Next time we'll open with the dark costume. Alright, tomorrow I'll continue my Katetsu run in Ninja Gaiden, I think. Wait, no, tomorrow is my Half-Life 2 Episode 2 playthrough. Alright, I'll do that. Oh! Alright. What is he gonna say? Oh, Rhoda. You know what? Alright. Thanks for watching. Ooh, the timing.